We are less accepting of painful and frightening moments, perhaps because they strip us of our self-importance. Still, is pain only a menace? We get to examine this through the story of Ma'am Irene Karimi in today's episode. Welcome, 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 and again, I say welcome. Thank you so much, Irene, for being here today.
Thank you too for hosting me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You feel at home?
Thank you so much.
This is your space right now.
Absolutely.
All right. So in a phrase, who would you say you are?
I would say that I am a child of God, and I am an intimate worshipper of God, and I am a woman. That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Whether meticulous or obscure, did you have a script by which you were going to play life?
Basically, I would say that every time a child is born, she or he is born with purpose, and of course, I was born with purpose. I was born with a script, but that one doesn't mean that it didn't face warfare. Yeah, so I'm discovering it even today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would mean that your script hasn't exactly played out the way you had imagined
right.
it would.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, which parts of this script didn't see the light of day so far?
I wanted to be a lawyer. I love legal issues. I love law. I love justice. So I wanted to become a lawyer. I ended up becoming a psychologist.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, life happens. Yeah.
So from lawyer to psychologist.
Yeah.
How is that going for you in the
I love it because one thing with psychology is that it balances your life and your view of life and your view towards humanity.
Okay.
So it has brought balance that I so needed in my adulthood.
Wow.
Really. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the experience has really come to serve.
It has.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Well, there are resources that are always at play in shaping us into the beings that we are becoming at every stage of our lives. Which are these resources, would you say, that have brought you to this time and space here today in this conversation?
Wow. Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of emotions. It comes with a lot of memories.
Okay.
Basically, what has brought me here today it goes back to 2015.
All right.
On February 8th. And that 8th of Feb 2015, I had a normal day like any other woman in the city of Nairobi. And I ended up a busy day at work, and I went to church. I'm a church girl. Went, prayed, received the word, and went home.
Okay.
And when I went home, of course, I did what any other woman would do at home, settle down, cook, sleep. It's any other day.
Yeah, it's any other day.
But around 2 a.m., I had a bang that I've never had in my life.
Okay.
That has shifted my life even to today. I don't like bangs. I don't like noise, because that bang changed my entire system.
Okay.
I had a gang attack in my house.
Oh no.
10 thieves attacked me. I was all alone, living my life alone, peaceful life alone, Njeri. And now, all of a sudden, I have 10 men in the house.
It's a scary scenario.
It is, because they switched off the lights and they were only using a big torch to blind my sight.
Okay.
They had a gun, they had machetes, they threatened me, they traumatized me. And they started packing, and I couldn't scream because I'm the type that responds to issues silently.
Okay.
So I shut down.
You are numbed.
I was numbed, to say the least. But they started packing everything that I had worked for around 5 to 6 years in Nairobi.
These are your household items?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything. They packed, ate the little food that I had
That you had left over?
Yeah, for my dinner. And then one of them came to my bed and he took a machete and he tested the sharpness on my neck.
Oh no.
And he asked me, do you think it is sharp? And I told him, surely it is sharp. Then another one came with a gun and put it in my mouth, sank it up to my neck, to my throat. And he told me, would you want to die? And I told him, I believe in second chances.
Okay.
And they told me, Saizo, they've emptied the house, it's only the bed remaining. They've emptied the house. And one of them came and asked me, why are you not married and you are beautiful? Why are you not married and you are beautiful?
All right.
Let me just use the lugha ya mtaa that they used. Kwa nini huna mshikaji na wewe ni msupu? That was his question, and I told him, I don't know. And he told me, you could, maybe, nyinyi ni wale malaya wa hii Nairobi, labda uko na ukimwi ndio maana hakuna mwanaume anataka kusettle na wewe. Nikamwambia mimi nimeokoka, because the psychology of thieves is that if you don't converse with them, they may kill you.
Okay.
So you have to do a very wise exchange and become very subtle so that you don't trigger the evil that flows with the thieves.
Okay.
So I engaged with them in a very subtle way, and they removed me from the bed. One of them came from, after packing the things in the vehicle outside, came and gave me a very hot slap.
Wow.
And he was like, why are you begging her to talk with you? And he started beating me, and he started kicking my tummy and beating me up and punching me. And
were you receiving all these beatings quietly?
I don't know how to scream when I am going through some things in life. I'm a silent fighter. I'm a silent fighter.
And when all this is happening, don't you have neighbors?
I don't know. I didn't have neighbors, and the neighbor that I had was a young girl, a student girl. And they broke into her house and carried her TV and her phone. Oh. So she also went silent. Okay. So now that one really beat me up.
Oh, sorry.
He really beat me up. He was very particular on punching my tummy.
Oh no.
Yeah. So mara moja nikaona wanasaidiana kumulikiana kwa sababu hawataki kuwasha stima.
Okay.
Wana distribute condoms to each other. Waka distribute condoms to each other, wakateremsha longi, wakaanza kuvaa condoms. And I remember whispering a crisis prayer to God, and I told God, I am in your hands, Father. I lay my life down for you. I've walked with you since I was 8 years old when I gave my life to the Lord. But even in this, I lay my life down to you and I surrender to you. And there's a place in a human being where you disconnect from reality.
Okay.
I disconnected from reality. So ule mmoja akakuja mwenye alikuwa anavalia hapo kwa corridor, akakuja akanirusha kwa kitanda, akakata nguo na kisu. So they landed on me and they raped me one after another. At At some point I passed out. Totally, I literally passed out. Actually, I passed out.
That is a scary
Yeah, so
scenario.
I don't know how they finished whatever they were doing because I passed out.
Okay.
I disconnected from life, to say the least. So, of course, they threw me down and carried the bed and the mattress and the beddings. And I was left there on the floor.
Cold floor.
So by the time I'm coming back to my senses, it's around 5 something. And fortunately, or God's intervention is that I had 2 phones. They took 1 phone, but 1 phone fell kwa kona ya bed na ikajisimamisha kwa ukuta, so hawakuiona.
Okay.
So na nyumba sasa ni kiwanja, so it was easy to locate the phone. So I took the phone and I texted my bishop and I told him, I've been attacked by thieves and I think I'm dying.
No.
And I switched off the phone because my mind told me, you don't need any help. You'd rather die. How will you face life again? You'd rather die. So I knew, because Mrs. Bishop works in Nairobi Women Hospital, and I knew that she may send me help, and I may land in hospital and I may leave. I decided to switch off the phone and walk into the slums of Kibera, deep, deep, deep into the heart of Kibera, where nobody will find me because I was staying around Kibera. That is where I was working.
Okay.
I was running a project in Kibera slum, so I walked out and went into the depth of Kibera, and I'm like, I don't need help.
Wait, this is before you go to hospital? After
Yes.
all this?
After now I've come back to my senses
Yes,
at 5.
you've come to, yes.
So between hiyo 5:30 na saa 2 nikingoja jua iwake ndio nitoroke, nilikuwa nimeoga over 20 times. Naingia kwa bafu ninaoga because I was bleeding
Heavily.
So nilikuwa naingia kwa bafu ninaoga, nasikia sijakuwa clean. Naingia tena ninaoga na soap na maji mingi over 20 times. So I walked into the depths of Kibera and I tried to connect with my life again. Tried to internalize what just happened to me. I was in pain.
Yeah.
I had a ruptured rectum. I was bleeding so badly, but I wore a pad and just walked to just digest what happened to me.
Okay.
And I hung around. They're just walking. So my head told me to go and report to the police.
Okay.
So I went to the police post that is close by and I reported, and the police were asking me for 5,000 to fuel the car so that they can go and see how the house was broken. So I literally lost it. I told them, okay, let me, okay, I don't need the police. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. If you need 5,000 from a person whom everything has been taken,
Stolen from.
away from, okay, I don't need you. So I walked back to the house. I went and I had 2 extra showers. But when I opened my phone, I met so many missed calls from I think the social worker of Nairobi Women Hospital.
Okay.
And I knew they're coming for me.
Yeah.
So akaniuliza uko wapi, nikamwambia niko home. So wakalocate home, wakanichukua na ambulance wakanipeleka Nairobi Women.
Okay.
Nikaenda nikafanywa counseling. Of course nikakuwa admitted. So one thing led to another. So I was in and out of hospital. Then later on Nairobi Women transferred me to Kenyatta Hospital. I don't want to say the pain of the cleaning of the system that I went through. There's no word enough to equate to the pain that I went through. And me a church girl, Njeri, being introduced to ARVs, and I've kept myself
all this long.
And now they're introducing me to ARVs, and I have to take them without resisting. That was strange. That was strange to me, and I took the ARVs. But I had to take them because as much as I saw them wearing condoms, I don't know who didn't wear because I passed out in the process. So I had to take the medication and all that, and I had to go through the treatment and allow myself to go through the treatment. So I did that. Then I landed in Kenyatta Hospital. I had series of surgeries. 4 months down the line, I didn't know that my kidney moja ilikatika na inaoza. So nilipata tu tumbo inafura. So I thought, kwani hawakuniosha poa hiyo flushing? Hawakuniosha poa. So niko na mimba. So nikienda Kenyatta nikawaambia I need an MRI test because either I am pregnant or something is happening.
Something is just amiss
Inside there because I'm gaining weight around here.
Your tummy area.
So they took me to Nairobi West. Then Nairobi West, we go there, they do the first MRI. And they say I don't have any organ in my stomach. I don't have any organ in my stomach.
Where did the organs go?
So the doctors try to interpret everything, and they eventually say I don't have any organ in my stomach, around my womb. So they do another MRI because they were shocked also.
It doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense. So they do another MRI, and they finally conclude that kidney ilikatika, so ikakuja hapa chini.
Okay.
So system mzima imeoza, uterus imeoza, fallopian tubes zimeoza, ovaries zimeoza. So the reason they're not seeing any organ, it's because of the pus.
Okay.
And so I have to go through another surgery
to clean that up.
To clean the mess up. So I went to the theater and the surgeons were like, sasa ni kidney tunatoa kwanza kwa sababu imeoza yote, ama ni uterus tunatoa kwanza kwa sababu imeoza yote, ama ni nini tunafanya? Walitoa uzaa wakajaza kwa bucket. Uzaa mingi yenye sijawahi ona.
Oh God.
So they now had to do progressive corrective surgeries, of which I was wondering, where is the God of death? Because why am I not dying, Njeri?
You wished death on yourself.
I prayed death. I told God so many times, I don't mind coming home. I don't mind coming home. Please, allow me to come home. Because kwa ile ward nilikuwa Kenyatta, because I stayed there for a long time. Ile yenye nilikaa Kenyatta yenye nikienda Kenyatta saizi wananiulizanga kama nilienda leave. I stayed for long. So nilikuwa naona wengine wanakuja kwa ward, wanakufa, mimi ninabaki. Wanakufa, mimi ninabaki. I was asking God, please, them they look happy. Me, I'm not happy. I want to die. Why are you not taking me home? You're taking them. And they have maybe purpose to fulfill. They have a life to do. Me, I don't have a life to do. Please take me home. But I'm the only person that stayed alive.
Wow.
And that one, Njeri, shifted my life forever.
Wow, this is heavy for me. I don't know if it is for you. So right now, we're going to take a short break, after which we'll be back with more of Irene's story. So don't go far, because we'll be back just like that. And welcome back. If you're just joining us today, we are privileged to host Madam Irene Karimi, who shared us with who has shared with us a bit of her story about an ordeal she went through. A normal day, go home, as unsuspicious as always, but bam, then at 2 a.m., this group of men come in, clear everything, and they sexually assault her. So, madam, you're in hospital, you're about to leave hospital.
Yeah. So I'm about to leave hospital. Then the surgeon comes and he tells me, your blood sugar is at 1.8.
That would mean?
How could you be alive with a blood sugar of below 4 and 5? And mine is counting at 1.8.
Okay.
Which means I'm supposed to stay longer in hospital to stabilize.
Oh, no. Okay.
But basically I was determined to go home because I was tired of staying in hospital and seeing people die daily. I was totally done. So they stabilized my sugar, fortunately. And the same day I was discharged from hospital.
Okay.
So I went home and started now the process of healing the wounds. And at the same time going through now counseling.
Okay.
Of which I really needed counseling. I needed trauma counseling.
All right.
I needed to come back to stability emotionally. So I had to get counseling. And basically between counseling na appointments za hospitali kuconfirm mwili inapona. Either the body is healing and also the emotions are healing. So it was in and out of hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm imagining, like, now this is a person who's gone through this. She's definitely not the same person she was before.
Absolutely.
So I'm just thinking there's now this person after the ordeal.
Yeah.
There's a mind frame that you adopted, that you have right now, that you didn't have then.
Yeah.
And being where you are and what you've gone through.
Yeah.
What does that mind frame look like, and how would you persuade someone who's gone through a similar ordeal to adapt the same?
Yeah. So basically what changed with my entire being is that I started becoming so careful. I became an enemy to sound.
All right.
And I shifted from becoming that outgoing, talkative girl to a very private person. A very private person. I became a very private person. I think I just wanted my space and my peace.
Okay.
And I just started calculating, if I relate to these people, I will make unnecessary noise. So let me shut up. So I stopped fighting every battle of life. And I started choosing my battle because I felt like life was coming out of me. My self-esteem changed.
Okay.
Totally.
Did it become better? Did it become worse?
It became terrible. But the counselors and the support system that God brought to my life helped me to bring it back to life again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was calculating it. It was the one time we went to do self-esteem examination with my counselor, and I was at 0.
Oh no.
You can't imagine that. It was at 0. So we had to do a progressive life examination and bring it up to 80% so that the counselor can be sure this girl will face her life again.
All right.
Yeah.
Face life untimid.
Yeah.
As brave as you are today. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know probably there's someone out there who's hearing your story right now.
Yeah.
They've gone through something, a similar experience, or perhaps even worse, or not, whatever.
Yeah.
What would you tell them? Like, what would your word of advice be to this particular person?
I'll tell anybody who has gone through rape, choose to forgive. Don't choose to fight. Because if you choose to fight, you will drain every energy that is remaining in you fighting. Choose to forgive and choose to internalize what you've gone through, and don't make it unique to yourself. I made my experience common. I choose to commonize it. I put it in the common area. I refuse to make it unique to my heart so that I can overcome it quickly.
Okay.
Another thing is that you will need help. You will need help. You will need to go looking for help. I can't tell you, Njeri, how many times I knocked the doors of Nairobi Women Hospital in a counselor's room just to cry. I don't want you to touch me. Don't touch me. Sit there and allow me to cry.
Yeah.
After I'm done crying,
I'll walk myself out.
I will walk myself out and go home. So allow yourself to receive help. Allow yourself to vent. Venting is not wicked.
No.
It's not a sin.
It's not.
Vent. But allow yourself also to be sensitive enough that you don't vent to the wrong shoulders. Because people are wicked in this earth. You may go to cry to the wrong shoulder that will break you more later. So allow yourself to be sensitive enough, and allow even God to help you to choose your destiny helpers and your support system so that you're able to heal correctly without vacuums in between. Because there are people you will go to, and because they've not gone through what you've gone through, they will assume your pain is on the shallow end. And actually it is on the deep end. So it's important that you teach your heart. It doesn't matter the pain that you're in. You need to sit down with yourself and sober yourself up. And allow yourself to choose people that will understand your journey. Either they've been there because God brought me people that have been there. So they walked with me with understanding. And they walked with me with a revelation of what the pain of rape means. And don't be selfish with yourself allowing to be loved. Because one of the things that rape, let me call them for now rape victims, and I'm sorry to use that name. Allow yourself to be loved. Because rape teaches you rejection. It teaches you hatred. It teaches you pain. Extreme pain that cannot be put in words. But even if you've gone through rape, allow yourself to be loved. Because despite the introduction of rape as pain and rejection, there are people who know love, and there are people who would express genuine love to you. And you need to get yourself to a platform where you need to receive love and accept love and accept peace through humanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is 4 years later.
Yeah.
No, 5 years later.
Yeah, it's now 5 years.
Do you have moments where you like perhaps hesitate? Like, are you still healing? Are you, because healing is a lifetime journey. So where are we at with our healing?
I can say that I've healed. The most part of me has healed.
Okay.
But I cannot avoid the fact that I am cautious.
Okay. Okay.
Like, the trauma was so intense. So I basically don't hang around men. I'm cautious. I take time to study men before I relate with them.
Okay.
I'm basically, Njeri, I'm careful with life now.
Okay.
I am careful with life now. I am careful. I study relationships from a distance, and I protect my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but the healing from rape takes time. It's a journey to heal. It's a journey to heal.
Yeah.
I don't put pressure on myself. I don't do that. I don't pressure myself. I desire ultimate healing, but I walk with the pace that I'm walking in gracefully. I don't want to be manipulated into healing, and I don't want to pressure myself into healing. Neither do I want to slow the healing process.
Okay.
I am right there.
Okay.
I am walking into it. It's coming.
All right. So if I heard you correct, I heard you say that if I've gone through a similar experience,
Yeah.
I will allow myself to break.
Yeah.
Allow myself to break.
Yeah.
Get myself some help, a support system.
Yes.
Don't demand too much from myself.
Yeah.
Because it's a process, it's a journey.
It's a
It's
journey.
not healing is not
Instant.
and it's done.
That's right.
Yeah, and you've also told me that I need to know whose shoulder it is that I'm reaching out to
That's
lean on.
right. That's right.
Wow, wow.
That's right.
I'm curious, given what you have shared today, or maybe some other experiences that have made you this
Yeah.
outspoken, bold, and this beautiful woman,
Yeah.
what is that one thing that you have unlearned? Maybe from the experience.
I have unlearned that there's something known as comfort zone.
Okay.
There's no comfort zone. I thought that life is from primary school, high school, university, job, career, woman, marriage, family, good life.
A neat staircase.
Then I came to learn that you can hit a bump on the road and it shifts your life and perspective forever. And therefore you need to adjust naturally.
Okay.
I learned that
Okay.
there's no comfort zone in life.
Nothing
You
is
got to fight for your space. Yeah.
nothing is for sure, for real,
No,
for
no,
real.
no, no, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are also a minister. How has that changed, or has that influenced the way you minister? Has that changed probably the way you pick your ministry?
Yeah.
Have you met such souls that you needed to give the same grace that was given you along your healing journey?
Wow.
Yeah.
I will tell you that this issue changed my life as a minister of the gospel forever. I became sensitive with souls. I discern pain from a distance.
Okay.
From a distance.
Okay.
In a soul. It doesn't matter your makeup and your cute smile.
Yeah.
I will come and tell you, may I pray for you, because I feel even if your cute smile is really glowing, you cry. So it made me to become a sensitive minister to souls. It made me to discern souls. And it also made me, Njeri, let me tell you one thing in capital letters today. In ministry circles, there is a lot of drama.
Okay.
And people who speak in tongues, born again, they are so insensitive. But it taught me that we are all human beings and God has got a variety of his babies. And I need to choose not to fight any child of God, whether they define me, how they want to define me, because the stigma is real.
Yeah.
I've faced stigma. I've had people tell me you cannot lead worship because you've gone through rape and we feel you're under a curse and you need deliverance. What do you do as a minister? You have to balance in between the stigma of people and the calling of God on your life.
Okay.
And therefore you need, either you ignore people and you mute on them and obey God, or you mute on God and dance to the music of stigma in the ministry circles. So I had to balance myself and I choose what to fight. Some battles are too shallow in the ministry. I won't give them attention because I need to serve God and obey God. And therefore, it has made me to be a very sensitive minister and also a lioness at my own capacity, because if you come and bring me your level of your interpretation of me, you will face the Irene that you didn't know, and I will still serve God and love God. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I've become a balanced minister.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
a balanced minister.
Wow.
And it has also taught me to not to ignore when I see a once vibrant soul becoming a reserved soul.
Okay.
It has taught me to be to watch people and reach out intentionally.
Wow.
Intentionally.
Wow.
I have to be an intentional minister for me to remain relevant.
Wow. So what I'm hearing you say that your your ministry is it comes from the place of compassion.
Yes.
From the place of compassion.
Yeah.
Wow, that is just amazing and beautiful. Now I'm curious because you said like you faced quite a stigma in the church place where probably you should have been a comfort place for you. I'm wondering, how is this different from workplace? Because I know you're a career woman. How different is that?
It's very interesting because in my career life, people know because my story is all over.
Okay.
But there's nobody who has ever approached the rape survivor in me.
Okay.
They approached the psychologist in me and the procurement officer in me.
Wow.
They've never. Even the day that I'm having mood swings, when I remember what I'm going through, they've never told me, leo unakaa mnomare sana because of what you've gone through in 2015. They've never done that. But the opposite is in the house of God, unfortunately. But I've had to grow up. Njeri, I chose to grow up in church before I backslide. Because I chose, the holier than thou believer is so crazy. So I had to choose to outgrow them so that I can stay with them and be a blessing to them. Because a person will come and tell me on a Sunday morning, sasa bado uko na nguvu ya kuminister na badala uko nyumbani unalia na vile ulipitia. Na bado nitaenda kwa altar na ni lead worship without revealing that I'm wounded. With my beautiful dark skin smile. I will go and lead with a lot of passion. I will go and cry at home. So in the ministry circles I chose, I will never cry in public. I will only be crying in my closet. And that one changed the game in the ministry. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is such wow, that is such an experience, I would say. It's really an experience. And I mean, I can only say congratulations. Like, that is so much bravery. And you have definitely expressed that it has made you wiser in the way you make your choices, with whom you associate with, and such, and the way you deal with people.
That's right.
Wow, wow. So clearly pain is not only a menace, but it's a gift wrapped differently.
In disguise.
Wow, wow. Before I let you go, I know you are a minister and you sing, and we are in the season. It's the Christmas season.
Please don't tell me to sing.
Yes, I want you to sing for us a Christmas song. We're in the season, so.
No, Richard, you've caught me off guard now today.
Just sing, I'll back you up.
Now you would
just
make
any
me,
Christmas song.
Now you making
as
me
simple
to
as
behave
it can
like
get.
a Sunday school child here. Because I was just, Mary, did you know that your baby boy? Njeri, please don't make me to sing.
Then just sing.
Please don't sing.
You can change. You can always change
Please
the
don't
song.
make me sing, please.
You are an
Please.
MP3. Next song.
No, please.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
I will sing another time.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. Then again.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Irene.
Thank you.
Totally
too.
appreciate. I totally appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Well, I know we can find you. You are reachable.
Yeah, I am.
So how can we find you on your social platforms? Should I need some counseling? Should I need some procurement business done? How do I reach you, Irene?
Maybe the easiest place you can reach me is in Facebook, maybe. And in Facebook, I am Favor Irene Karimi. Yeah.
Okay.
When you hit my inbox, I'm like, you'll be sorted.
Okay.
Because you have to filter who takes your phone number.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We appreciate.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, thank you so much, Irene. We are so happy to have hosted you today.
Thank you so much.
It's such an honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a story. What an experience. Yes, so experiences don't reduce us to their level, but they come to reveal the person we already are that we didn't know existed. And if today's story didn't make you realize that, well, I'm sure it did. I really am sure it did. And just before we go, I would like to usually say thank you for your support. It makes every important a difference. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube at Jicho TV Kenya. Follow us on Facebook at Jicho TV Kenya and our Instagram at Jicho TV Kenya. I've been your host, Njeri, and from the Wiser and Brave family, it's Namaste.